Hello, hello, hello. Hi, guys. Vanessa Horn here. Welcome to our 12 days of Christmas party happening in the house. Good morning on this Monday morning. Oh my goodness. Hang on. This just keeps, I'm trying to figure out this. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. I am figuring out how to do this Zoom onto Facebook Live and not get the audio to come back. So I think I figured it out. I am super, super, super excited to talk to you about today's topic in particular, which is online courses. And what are we doing over these 12 days together? We're talking about multiple streams of income. And I have a very, very specific philosophy about this. I am not about just being disconnected with multiple streams of income, which is one of the mistakes that I see a lot of entrepreneurs make. I survey and work with entrepreneurs. I have for the last 15 years. One of the most common mistakes that I see is many of you are working 40 plus hours a week on your business. You're making less than $5,000 a month and you have multiple streams of income. Now, some less than $1,000 a month. But for those of you who are not yet at the income levels you want to make, and most of you who are here are purpose-driven entrepreneurs, right? It's not just about the money, but for us, making more money is about making a bigger impact because we can reinvest those funds. We can give to charities that we believe in. We can create the lifestyles that are what we want to, that had us drive into entrepreneurship in the first place, right? We chose it because of time freedom. So my objective as a business coach to purpose-driven entrepreneurs is to help you be more strategic with your multiple streams of income. How do you create an umbrella brand? How do you create an umbrella message in such a way so that you're actually leveraging multiple streams of income in a very streamlined way? And if you do it in the way that I teach, you actually don't have to work extra for those extra streams of income. And today's topic, online courses, is a prime example of that. I'm going to teach you the most strategic way I have found to create a revenue stream from online courses. And it's not by focusing on it as a vertical in your business, as its own business entity, so to speak, but by parlaying off of the efforts that you're doing in other areas of your business. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and if I could go back with the knowledge that I'm going to be teaching you, oh my gosh, I would have made so much money from online courses and coaching a long time ago. So how many of you already have a course? Put that into the chat below. Or you're looking to add a course and you're saying, Vanessa, I see all these online courses. I see so many people launching them, and I have a curiosity about how to do it in the most effective way possible. So if that's you, you're in the right place. As a matter of fact, over these 12 days of income that I'll be covering between now and Christmas, showing you how money can grow on Christmas trees, giving yourself a pay raise for 2018, online courses is actually one of my most favorite topics, and I teach it really differently than other people teach it. So, and a lot of people are throwing up courses right now online, and they think, oh, if you just create a course, it'll automatically fill. And that's not the case. And I actually take a stand on the fact that there's a lot of crap that is out there right now in online courses, and my aim is to support you in shining as a light in your industry. And so that means that we are creating high quality material, content, transformational material. But my aim in supporting you as an entrepreneur is to help you work smarter, not harder. Because part of my platform as a business coach is about helping you create success from a place of grace and ease. If you're looking for another business coach who'll just tell you hustle, 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 work, 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 the traditional advice that says work, for the next 3 to 5 years like nobody else, and you'll enjoy the rest of your life like nobody else. Frankly, that is not my philosophy. I'm in it for sustainability. Believe me, I've built a lot of success as an entrepreneur, and I've burnt out several times along the way of building some multi-million-dollar companies and selling several companies. And my heart in this journey is, gosh, if I would have been smarter, I wouldn't have worked as hard. I wouldn't have put my body through what I put it through. I wouldn't have put my family through what I put it through. So part of my mission is paying it back and giving to you if your aim is to grow your income, grow your impact, but you don't want to sacrifice your body or your health in the meantime. So say hello if you're here. Give me some hearts, give me some likes, type your name into the chat and let me know that you are in attendance. So I will have a worksheet that goes with this. Each of the income streams, I do have a worksheet that summarizes the information so that you can apply it to your business. And why am I being so generous with the content? Part of it is I created this Facebook group years ago. As you can see, we have almost 5,000 members in it, and I am not super active in here. And we are posting and such, but not giving you all the quality of material that I post so many other places. So my team all said, Vanessa, share it with the people who are in there. And so that's what I'm doing. And also, just to give you a little bit of an insider view, there's some things on my heart that I really feel called to do in 2018. And it means that what I'm trying to do now is just basically pour out to you all of this knowledge that I have about business, because there's some more inner work, personal development stuff that I'm feeling called to do, completing my book, I'll Have What She's Having. And so therefore, this is just my way of kind of doing a condensed brain dump on you to help support you as you go into 2018, because in 2018 the conversation may change slightly for me alongside my business coaching, but it will be shifting for me. So this is my way to just basically condense all of this. It's completely free to you. There's no pitch. This is just giving to you freely. Okay, so I am so glad you're here. I do have a presentation that I am sharing alongside this. We're going to go pretty quick. There's a lot of information to get through. So here's what I want to tell you. Let me go ahead and see if I can share this. I have two monitors here. So part of me is I'm getting adjusted to how to control them. So let's see. If I share this screen, you should be able to see. Here we go. All right. There we go. So here is insight in, oh, can you just see my, I don't know, I hope that you're just seeing my slide. Okay, so here's insight into what's happening on a macro level in the world, in the marketplace right now. There's an intersection of four major industries that are in growth right now. Online learning is huge. It's a $1.7 billion industry and growing. Universities are moving to online learning. LinkedIn purchased Lynda several years ago for multi-millions. And it's a fast growing industry because more and more people, and I'll tell you one of our expertise, it's not the income stream we're discussing today, but one of the expertises that we have is how to run virtual events, virtual workshops, live streams, etc. And I'll tell you that attendance to live events, in-person events, is going down. And so more and more people are looking for the alternative to attend a in-person, a virtual workshop, a virtual attendance to be able to get the information. So online learning, this convenience of being able to learn from our homes, this is vastly growing right now. The second thing that's happening in the industry right now in the marketplace is coaching is the fastest growing industry behind technology. So that means that people are seeking advice, they're seeking counsel, they're seeking mentors, they're seeking consultants, they're seeking coaches. And online courses, in my opinion, is a foundation for most of these income streams that we'll be talking about over the next 12 days. The third is online marketing. Ad Age just announced that last month, advertising on the internet, what is called digital marketing or online marketing, surpassed what was spent on television advertising. And I have interviewed some of the top companies. We're talking about major companies, Fortune 500 companies. And when I ask them the question, where are you getting most of your clients today? Where are you marketing for your customers? They say digital marketing. So it is the new forefront of marketing. Number 4, entrepreneurship. By the year 2020, it is predicted, Forbes predicted that half of the workforce, 50% of the workforce, will be freelancers. So you and I have a huge opportunity right now to capitalize on this huge event that's happening of this growth on a macro level. When I built and sold my previous companies, it was by taking advantage on a micro scale of what was happening at a macro level. So paying attention to these trends is huge. It represents a huge opportunity for both you and me. But here's the problem. It becomes more and more critical for us to differentiate ourselves. And there's so much advice online, and you probably have so many ideas. So tell me, tell me if you are trying to decipher which idea to pursue. You probably have notebooks full of content, and I'm here to tell you it is about taking imperfect action on one of them. If you try to chase two rabbits, you'll catch none. I'm here to tell you, just take imperfect action. What happened to me 6 years ago, my coach asked me a question, Vanessa, if this were the last year of your life, what would you do? And I said, I have to share my message. I want to impact people's lives. Now, all of us want to do legacy work, be living our purpose, making a bigger difference. Well, to me, I'm really, really big about actualizing, like, what's it mean on a practical level? For me, it meant I wanted to have courses. I wanted to be speaking. I wanted to have books. I wanted to have coaches teaching my material. And so what that is that I stayed stuck though for 18 months, not moving in any particular direction. I try to be a real generalist. I was like a general coach, a life coach. And instead of taking a stand on something in particular, and so part of what I teach in all these different income streams that I'm teaching you over the next several days is the fact that you take your expertise that you're best at, take a stand on that, and then let that be part of your umbrella messaging no matter what income stream you're promoting. So back then, I remember I pulled out a notebook and I could tell, I looked down at the bottom, and that outline for that course I had been sitting on for 2 years. 2 years. And it was my Profit with Honor program for network marketers, because I'd built a successful business in that industry. And I just basically took, again, this is how I could have been monetizing that at the time. I was actually building in the industry, but I did it after the fact, basically took the material of what I had been doing in multiple companies, building to the top and helping my teams replicate my success. And I just made it more generally available to the public, to other network marketers. And so I chose to launch that program, Profit with Honor, and I think I have some slides on here. Let's see, I will show you this slide right here. And when I launched that, I call this a signature program, but when I launched that course, we sold $30,000 in a week. Now, and it included coaching. Now, I'm going to teach you a clear distinction about when to launch courses. You launch courses as a phase 2 in your business. I'm going to show you this key distinction of the timing of when to launch a course, because it's absolutely critical for you to create these client results, to create this process first. And I actually teach that you sell your courses as a downsell. But when I launched that first course, it created for me $30,000 in a week. This is when I knew I was onto something. And I repeated it 4 times that following year, made 6 figures from that launch. But here's amazingly were the other benefits that I went and lost my presentation. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. I lost my presentation. Where'd it go? Okay, let's see if this works. Screen sharing has stopped. Okay, whoops. Let me get you the screen share again. Let's go back to here. These were the benefits that I was able to experience as a result of taking a stand on something that was one of my areas of expertise. And one of you guys are probably like me, you're multi-passionate, right? Type into the chat an emoji if you relate and call yourself multi-passionate. So part of the powerful work that I do with my clients is to look at what's that red thread that goes through everything that you do that could be the umbrella messaging between all your work. And so what happened though, when I decided to just take a stand in that curriculum that I've been sitting on for 2 years, I decided to go ahead and launch it. I launched it as Profit with Honor, which is how to get to the top in your industry without burning out, selling out, or losing out, right? I just taught the process of how I'd gotten to the top in a couple of industries and to help entrepreneurs avoid what would lead to burnout and selling out and regret along the way. So it's based on my own storyline. And so one of the things that was a huge benefit was that there were a lot of other things that were on my dream board that I was able to create as a result of going out with this program that I was launching online. So I launched this course and it ended up being the windfall for other goals. For instance, I wanted to lead retreats in gorgeous locations, and we hosted a retreat in Turks and Caicos. I wanted to launch books. Well, your course being transcribed is a fabulous manuscript for your book. I'm writing my I'll Have What She's Having very organically. The traditional approach to writing a book is so much harder than transcribing a course and having that be the foundation for at least material that you can massage and edit to create your book. But I also got recognized as one of the top trainers in the network marketing industry at that time, alongside my mentors that I had been studying for 20 some years. They'd been in the industry, like T. Harv Eker and John Maxwell and Rita Davenport, like people that I admired and had studied. I was completely honored and floored. But why? It was because I was taking a stand on a topic that I knew something about. And one of the things I do teach around marketing and around program creation is be provocative, right? Be provocative. You have to make a clear distinction between you versus everyone else. Otherwise, you won't stand out online. And so my clients know part of my philosophies are go high end when everyone else tells you to go low end. And I'll go into that in a little bit later. My philosophies are when everyone else is doing social media, create a very elegant marketing system that converts clients for you. My philosophy is don't be spread a million different directions. Create one course. So even everything that I'm teaching you today about course creation, it isn't about having separate courses and then having to market each one individually. No, can you create a product ascension model? So that when somebody comes in to one entry point with you, they upgrade to the next, upgrade to the next, upgrade to the next. So you're only having to market the front end program and it fills all the others. So I'll show you that in just a moment. But here are some of the other benefits that I experienced as a result of creating a course. And tell me if any of these are on your dream board. This is where all the multiple income streams based on one course is such a powerful philosophy that I stand on. One program, multiple streams of income. My vision board was to speak in front of an auditorium of people. I'd spoken in front of audiences of up to 10,000 in the past, but I got invited to an audience of 15,000 in Southeast Asia, the largest Asian convention of network marketers, and was invited to speak there. I was hosting retreats in gorgeous locations. I had online programs that were selling residually, passively, being recognized on television, international and local television, and being interviewed in magazines, having a page spread. These were all the benefits that came from taking a stand and having a core program. So here's the thing though, when you have too many ideas, the result is you end up working too hard. You're suffering from bright shiny object, and even as I'm doing these lives over the next 12 days, I am very, very intentional to tell you that my philosophy is one program, multiple streams of income, one program. And I'm going to show you research and market validation of why that is the strongest, most powerful positioning you can make in your market and the smartest thing you can do as an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm going to show you in just a moment. A lot of the people that you admire are basing it on that philosophy. It's not taught by anyone else. It's why I teach it, because I have navigated this whole world of trying to make a difference and have multiple streams of income, but how could I do it in a way that was grace and ease based? So I'm teaching you this here today. And it's the philosophy of one program, multiple streams of income. Otherwise, you're bright, shining objects, bright, shining objects. So today is online courses. I talked about consulting on day one. I talked about coaching on day two. And I'm going to be talking to you about, what's that, 9 more income streams. And they're based on not 12 different businesses. No, this is about creating multiple income streams strategically from one core focus. Because what happens if you have multiple offers, multiple courses, then you're not creating any significant momentum. Too many of you are trying to pursue multiple income streams at one time. My philosophy is get momentum, get your baseline income. What would pay for your family's needs financially? Get that income stream up. Have a baseline income from one of your income streams. And it doesn't matter if one of your income streams is, maybe you're currently employed by somebody. Maybe your income stream comes from a contract that's one of your biggest consulting contracts. Maybe it comes from coaching, right? It doesn't matter as long as you have one that's foundationally, predictably paying your baseline income. Then strategically leverage the other income streams. Because otherwise, the multiple focuses, being all over the place, too many course ideas and not taking action on them, you're getting stressed in other areas of your life. And you might be asking yourself, what am I not getting? That's what happened to me several years ago. And this is what I found about entrepreneurs. You're doing the right activities at the wrong time. And it's focusing on the fundamentals that matter the most. And so what I'm teaching you today is based on my program called Create Your Signature Program, Create Your Signature Course, right? Some people call it signature program, signature course. I call it your signature program. And it's based on this philosophy of one program can be your multiple streams of income. And it's basically allowed me in the last several years to create what I call the 2020 plan, which is being able to work just 20 hours a week and have a 20K a month income. And by focusing on the activities that really matter and eliminating the business work. So here's my question for you. Do you already have content, or do you already have an idea? Do you have an outline of a course that you're playing with? If so, type into the chat yes. Type into the chat yes, so I can see you already have content. If not, I'll walk you through how to choose what that content is so that it's cohesive with your other business objectives. But here's some of the things it can be. It can be a signature process or system you've created to get client results. It could be work you're doing with clients now. It could be based on your storyline. It could be the synthesis of stuff that you've studied or have done for years. It's your thought leadership and it's your intellectual property. But don't create a bunch of disconnected offers. Let me say it again. Don't create a bunch of disconnected offers. Don't create a bunch of disconnected courses. Everyone thinks, oh, one more course, one more passive income stream. No, because for every course you create, you've got to put them. There's 4 quadrants that I teach entrepreneurs your time is spent in: sales, marketing, admin, and fulfillment. So every course you launch, you're affecting sales, marketing, admin, and fulfillment. It's not as easy as you think to just throw one up. Well, sure, you can throw one up, but how is it going to be successful and that you can leverage it? And so here's what the key is to go deep versus wide, and to be known for something, be super clear. What problem do you solve for people? And so your signature program, your signature course, what I teach, it's to be based on what's your sweet spot. What do you love? What's your zone of genius? And what does the market want? What does the market want? What do they type into Google that is something that your course solves? Now, I want to go into industry examples that support my philosophy of one program, multiple streams of income. So think of this one program as this course that could be the foundation of your thought leadership. So let's just say you have multiple income streams right now. What's a cohesiveness of your work? What's your thought leadership? What's your expertise? And can you break it down into a process, something that you can teach? Now, as a coach, I'll tell you it's so much more powerful when I can give my clients some of my course content, and in our coaching time together, we're applying it to their situation. So I'm not spending time in the coaching calls teaching, because I have this course already in place. And here's some examples in the industry just to support this position of what I teach about basically one program or one course, multiple streams of income. So here's some examples. Tell me if you recognize any of these. It could be the basis for a multi six-figure, multi-million-dollar business. So you may know about Marie Forleo. Tell me if you know about Marie. Type in Marie if you know Marie. Marie Forleo is the founder and creator of B School. She is one of the most forefront women teaching online marketing. You may know about Ryan Levesque. Tell me if you've ever heard about Ryan. Type in Ryan if you have. He teaches the ASK method, which is basically a process by which you survey your prospects or your client base and serve them based on that. He has built, I think he's published an article that says he's built maybe at least 7 income streams from his Ask method, high-end masterminds, coaching, a software, a course. I mean, he's got multiple income streams based on that one methodology about how to survey your market and serve them powerfully. You may know about Denise Duffield Thomas, Denise DT. She's one of my masterminds. And she's the founder and creator of, I think now she's changed the name, but the Money Bootcamp. She's the founder of the Money Bootcamp, teaching women about money. One program, multiple streams of income. She told me, Vanessa, all roads lead to the boot camp. So she gives so much content for free, and she's constantly promoting her boot camp as a means by which to go deeper with her on the content that she does for free. Just like for me, my signature program called Signature and Create Your Signature program is the way that my clients go deeper. So today I can give you all this free content, and over these next 12 days, teaching you 12 different income streams based on one program, which is partially designed to create hunger in you to get support on creating that program, right? I'm being 100% transparent here. And if you want support, if you need support on that, that's what we're experts on. And I have a program on that called createyoursignatureprogram.com. And here's another one, Jeff Walker. You may have heard of Jeff Walker. Type in Jeff if you've heard of Jeff. Jeff launched the product launch formula. He has a book out. He's launched conferences. He has high-level masterminds. He has like a 2K program called PLF, product launch formula. He's done live events. There's so many income streams that he's created based on that one program, one core focus. And you might be arguing, oh, but I know other leaders in the industry who have multiple programs. Yes, but I'll guarantee, and I'm in high-level masterminds with a lot of leaders in different industries. And if you ask the question, 80% of the revenue is usually coming from one core program. And a lot of what's happening today, these days, is people who used to have disconnected offers are now conglomerating them all into a membership program. And so you'll see people's membership programs be a conglomeration of a whole bunch of programs that they used to sell individually in the past. I'm telling you to save yourself that heartache and dial in on that one program idea, that one course idea that could be foundational to leveraging into other streams of income very easily. You may know Todd Herman. He's the founder and creator of 90 Day Year. Now he's taken his work in 90 Day Year and he just serves different verticals. So he used to work with performance athletes. He's worked with executives, and now he's working with entrepreneurs, all in the same content, expanding via different audience verticals. So this is the same concept. One core course, one core program as a foundation for a multi-million-dollar business. You may know Stu McLaren. Stu McLaren is like very rapidly grew in the forefront in the industry of online marketing and thought leadership because of his expertise in membership programs. And he basically anchored and said, I am going to be the membership site guru. Well, he didn't say guru, like Stu's got such an amazing heart, but he said, I'm going to anchor and be the go-to person on membership sites. And so he created this course called Tribe. And he has high-level masterminds based on teaching membership sites. He has this course. He has one-on-one work that he does. He has so many income streams that come from teaching one core focus, one core program. So do you see the theme here? Do you hear what I'm saying? Like that choosing of that one program for yourself can make have substantial value for you. Now, here's another one, Lewis Howes. He's the founder and created the School of Greatness. Now, you may have seen Lewis on YouTube. You may have seen him on his podcast. You may have seen him on Facebook ads. You may have seen his mastermind. You may have seen his School of Greatness program. You may have seen his School of Greatness book. All multiple income streams from one core message, one core program. Let me go on. I'm not quite done. One more. Susan Pierce Thompson. I was in a mastermind with Susan Pierce Thompson. I think it was like in a course of, wasn't even a year. Girlfriend like rocked it. And just in a year's time or slightly over a year, she grew to a $2 million business when she chose as an academician to launch a program based on what? Her storyline. Here's what I'm telling you. Your storyline can be the basis for your program. Susan Pierce Thompson struggled with her weight, and she went through a whole bunch of basically 12-step programs, eating programs, etc., trying to get the weight off. And what she did was she just took the one that worked for her. She put the name Bright Line Eating on it. And now it is a multi-million-dollar business and movement, a movement that is impacting people's lives. She's got, now it's funding like a major clinical trials and studies based on it, a book. She does live events. She does her program. She does a boot camp. She does high-level program. Multiple streams of income based on one core program, one core course. What about you? What about you? What are those ideas that you're playing around with? Here's what is important for you to identify. What is the outcome they would get by going through the material? And I'm going to teach you, let me just write this down so I don't forget. Let's see how I'm doing on time. Oh, I need to wrap this up. So what are the outcomes clients get from working with you? It has to be something urgent, something that is a solution they're seeking. A lot of people, it doesn't matter if the title of your program is a little bit ambiguous. So for instance, my signature program, signature, right? Signature is a little ambiguous. What is signature? Well, it's about how to create, market, and sell high-end programs. Any surprise? As the foundation to multiple streams of income. And so, but the thing is that you might be asking yourself, like, how do I do this? Now, there's a cheat sheet way to do this that I have launched now, not just the Profit with Honor program or Signature. I've now launched 3 core programs over the last several years that each have done multiple 6 figures to cumulatively over $1 million per some of the programs. And what I've learned is that you can take, what I teach is to get paid to create the material. So you will outline it, and you can create the materials in advance, but don't make it solidified until you've actually put a beta group of clients through it. So every single course I've ever launched, I had people pay me for it first, then I recorded it live with them. So here's like an example. I recorded the first time, this is my Create Your Signature Program course. So with my clients, I said, okay, here's lesson 1, and I gave them worksheets. Here's lesson 2, and I gave them worksheets. Here's lesson 3, and I gave them worksheets. Here's lesson 4, and I gave them worksheets. Here's lesson 5, and I gave them worksheets. All of this, literally, I recorded in a single day. But we'll be talking about that later with my virtual workshop formula. But this allowed me to teach the content, do Q&A, and help them apply it. And it created something that I could sell over and over and over again, giving my clients materials in advance if I'm coaching them. And so here's the thing, though. Let's see. That core program becomes the ascension into your other work. Now, I teach it to be a phase 2 of your business. Why? Because most people don't have the list necessary to make 6 figures from a single course, trying to sell it for a couple $100s or even up to, a couple $1,000s. And it's a real art form to be able to sell something like that consistently and cohesively. Like, don't kid yourself that it's not as easy as some people make it sound or look. So there's a real strategy to the marketing piece, which I don't have time to get into, but this is why I recommend that we did consulting and coaching as income streams 1 and 2 intentionally, because it's my philosophy that it's more strategic to be able to get paid for either your one-on-one work or your group work, your intimate group work, at higher fees, which then you can downsell into curriculum only, which is your course. So as a matter of fact, remember that first program I told you I launched? Let me just pull that image up again. I'll just give you an example. Oh, where is it? This one. So when I launched Profit with Honor for the first time, I actually sold a group coaching program for like $3,600. And then for people who couldn't afford that, I said, no problem. Join me on the calls where I'll be teaching the content and you can get Q&A access. So that was the curriculum only, the online course version. And that's a $1,200 course. Now your price points can be anything like up to $2,000. Usually courses are $2,000 and below. And so what I did was I sold people, and the way I made $30,000 in a week was I sold people into my group coaching, and those who couldn't afford it got the coaching program. The course is a downsell. That's why I teach to not go and market your course first. Market your high-end services first and then downsell, right? So here's an example of the focus. You go to your higher end program and coaching, which right here is signature, downsell into a lower cost product or program. And that allows you to create multiple streams of income because you can get paid to create it, sell it over and over and over, and repurpose it for other income streams. Now, I wanted to, let me come off here. Stop share. I'm going to wrap this up because of time, but I teach to do it in that second phase. Do those courses in phase 2. So they taught the coaching and consulting as phase 1s first, so that you're creating the content with your clients and then you can downsell. Now, a lot of the questions that clients ask me is technology related questions, how you do it. And I say, keep it simple to start. Dropbox, Zoom, and Facebook. Dropbox, Zoom, and Facebook, and you can create a 5-figure course in that platform. That's what I'm doing right now with one of my other courses, that I'm just putting the product on autopilot, but it just became something that was like some people in a Facebook group. I gave them access to the materials there, did some Zooms to record the content. That's it. Now it's just something that sells on autopilot. So that's how simple you can keep it. And then you can go to other platforms that you can give access to the material. And I'll give that in a separate worksheet that I'll attach to this Facebook Live. So I'm not going into into too much detail on the technology, because I just want to encourage you that from today's Facebook Live, that hopefully you got encouraged that there's something that has been an idea for you to formulate. What are those steps? How can you market it in such a way that the market is saying, I want to solve this problem? And you can say, listen, this course is not just more information. Nobody wants more information, but what problem does it solve? Because the positioning of your course to solve a problem or to get a result for your clients is what they pay for. Now, you can sell them into high-level coaching or to some of your other income streams. And if there are no to that, offer your course as a downsell. Offer your course as a downsell until you build a big enough list or following where you can sell your course outright. Okay? So I'm going to actually wrap this income stream up. Tell me in the comments below what was most beneficial to you. What did you get out of it? I will be continuing to layer on these concepts that I'm teaching here about one course, multiple streams of income. So if you have other income streams that you want to do, so maybe you want to do retreats, live events, VIP days, speaking, you want to fill your network marketing business, more prospects, all of those other income streams, they're based on the foundation of this that we talked about today, because that's something you become known for, Master those steps of your process or your expertise and become the go-to person. And if you look at the high-level speakers and authors and thought leaders in the world, they have defined that process via books, via courses, via programs. And so it's a powerful repertoire item to have as an entrepreneur, as a thought leader, is to have a go-to course that is a culmination of your transformation that you're able to provide in people's lives in a course format, something that they can consume via their computers, via audio, via video, and coaching and consulting is where they get greater access and interaction with you. But a course is like a home study version of them to be able to get access to your brain beyond and more than just what they may read in the book. It gives them like live, like you guys are experiencing here, video or audio they're hearing and getting your personality as they're getting deeper material on your thought leadership. So I hope this was helpful for you. I'm trying to give you as much as I can, probably too much. And we will be continuing over the next 9 days on building on this concept. And I'll give you a free download that goes with this. And we will be in January filling our Create Your Signature program course. And so I will be sharing about that later on. After the holidays. And if that's something that interests you, you can go to createyoursignatureprogram.com and take a peek and look at all the income streams that you can learn from one core by launching one core course. Part of my philosophy is don't take another course, create one of your own. All right. So lots of love. Let me know what was most beneficial to you. Thank you for joining me here. Mwah. Beijos.